Development of Land in Abuja. President Bola Tinubu, while formally launching the hashtag We Are Equal campaign, says his administration is ready to work with relevant stakeholders towards a future where no Nigerian child is excluded from quality education, irrespective of gender.
And working hard, we wait for the. Yes, we are equal.
The campaign is a project of the Organization of African First Ladies for Development, OFLAD, aimed at driving gender mainstreaming and women empowerment. Already launched in about 15 countries across the continent, the campaign focuses on health, sexual violence, and other different aspects of life. In Nigeria, the campaign takes a firm root in the vision of the First Lady, Oluremi Tinubu, who in 2007 established the first alternative high school for girls in Lagos to offer another opportunity to young out of school women.
Opportunity for students to achieve their aspiration and demonstration to the belief that it is never too late to pursue your dreams.
I don't, I don't have the story. African First Ladies under the auspices of Organization of African First Ladies for Development have expressed a strong resolve to push the frontiers of Pan-Africanism and solidarity for the development of the continent. This was at the farewell reception organized for visiting First Ladies after the successful launch of the We Are Equal campaign in the country. Appreciating them for their show of support and solidarity during the launch, Nigerian First Lady Oluremi Tinubu says the passion they share for the well-being of their people will eventually help Africa to realize its full potential.
The capital projects
Sharing optimism, some of our sisters note that with OFLAD as a During a guided tour conducted by their host, the visiting First Ladies encountered Nigeria's cultural ambience at its finest and expressed their desire to visit the country soon. Still on the news that made headline during the week, President Bola Tinubu has transmitted to the Senate for consideration and passage the National Anti-Doping Bill in line with international best practice. Also transmitted to the Senate in 2024 statutory supplementary budgets of the Federal Capital Territory Administration for the purpose of some critical projects inadvertently omitted in 2024 appropriation.
The capital projects are a vital component of the performance of the FCT and shall significantly impact manpower and infrastructural development within the FCT.
Senate has passed the bill to establish the Northwest Development Commission to improve development of agriculture and education. It also seeks to address the challenges of insecurity and infrastructure deficit in the region. Adoption of the report of the Senate Committee on Power, which recommended suspension of implementation of electricity tariff increase, was stepped down due to legal constraints as the matter in the court. Senate has approved a $500 million loan request for the Bureau of Public Enterprise for the purpose of mentoring the nation. The approval, as requested by the President, is under the 2022-2024 extended by the Senate and conditions from the funding agency should be forwarded for concurrence and documentation. The $500 million loan is from the World Bank to improve financing and technical performance of distribution companies under the Nigerian Distribution Sector Recovery Program. Meanwhile, President Tinubu seeks Senate confirmation of Emotimi Agama as Director General, Securities and Exchange Commission, with Frank Chukwu Ogo, Bola Ajumale, and Samaya Usman as commissioners. Ahead of the Edo and Ondo governorship election, INEC has announced dates for the resumption of the continuous voter registration exercise in the two states. Mie Ogiji reports on these and other issues as INEC meets political parties in Abuja. The report.
Edo and Ondo states on the political news again, as they set to renew the leadership, September and November respectively, and INEC meeting leaders of the political parties on series of issues. First, no voter will be deprived of participating.
As the elections in the two states approach, the Commission has decided to resume the continuous voter registration from Monday, 27th May 2024 to Wednesday, 5th June 2024, from 9 in the morning to 3 p.m. daily, including the weekend. There will be no online pre-registration option in the two states because of time constraint. Again, we encourage those who have not collected their PVCs in the two states to seize the opportunity to do so.
As the voters prepare for the polls, another reminder from INEC.
Let me therefore seize this opportunity to once again reiterate to party leaders the need to continue to maintain law and order during the electioneering process and beyond.
Just a quick one on two issues. First, the electoral violence that led to the suspension of by-elections in Kano and Enugu states sorted out, and a new date for the conclusion will be soon announced, INEC chairman confirmed. And also, INEC has received notification on the conduct of 4 by-elections, though no date yet. Mie Ogidi, NT News.
And we will be taking a short break now. After the timeout, the news continues. Please stay tuned.
To win, the rules are simple. Place bets on any sports event. Get promotional tickets. Take part in prize draw. It's Golden Season. Golden has the win. Use the promo code to get your welcome bonus.
Happy Children's Day. Happy Children's Day to children all around the world.
It's celebration time again. The annual NTA Lagos Channel 10 Children's Day occasion in commemoration of the International Children's Day is here. It's a global celebration with this year's theme as Inclusion for Every Child. The 2024 edition promises to be fantastic. Till featuring match pass, beauty pageants, games such as chess, ludo, and table tennis. There will also be schools presentations. Children, you'll meet Nollywood's most popular soundtrack artist, Star Child.
You were close to me as I did not know.
There will be face painting and lots more. Schools, families, churches are invited to participate in this fun-filled party. Gate fee, 2,000 naira per child. Date, Monday, 27th May 2024. Venue, NTA Lagos Channel 10, Tedro Show Yaba. Time, 10 a.m. For inquiries, please call Peace on 006-286-0936. Fadeke on 007-345-6136. And Jimo on 003-830-1669. NTA Children's Day Party promises to be a wonderful experience. Don't
Davido, you've been nominated in multiple award categories. How do you stay winning?
Welcome back. And if you are just joining us, you're watching NTA Lagos Channel 10 Saturday News Review. Still on the stories that made headlines during the week. The Lagos State government has charged schools across the state to give attention to sporting events to discover talents that will represent Nigeria in global sporting activities in the future. Commissioner for Basic and Secondary Education, Tolani Ali Balogun, stated this at the annual Sport Festival in Lagos. Joy Ken Apapoya reports.
Annual Sports Festival is aimed at enhancing psychomotor activities and advocacy programs for students in Mushin, Ikeja, and Oshodi under the Lagos State Education District 6. Lagos State Commissioner for Basic and Secondary School Education, Jamiu Ali Balogun, enjoined the physical education tutors to do more in engaging the students in various sporting activities at the various schools to showcase better performance that can attract talent hunt organizations as sports has become a career path.
We have come to a stage now that we integrate that skill, develop it, nurture it, so that we can fully develop the potential in our students.
Speaking on the challenges facing physical education in schools, the Tutor General acknowledged that the schools are short of physical and health education teachers and promised to act immediately.
We want to discover talents. We want to discover skills. We want those who will invariably be able to represent Nigeria in the global community.
We are being represented in the Olympics, but we don't really do very well in Nigeria. So this is the time. This is a very good initiative, and this is the time for us to grow this sport. People from the 3 zones, the Keja zone, Oshodi zone, Mushin zone, they have the opportunity of meeting themselves.
Some of the students say the platform is necessary for them to showcase their talents to the world.
It's a great platform to appear in the midst of people, to show your talent. I was under pressure, but may God may have it, I succeed.
I actually love running because running is my talent. So, I don't know, I just like it. And maybe that's why I got the first position in the relay.
At the end of the sports festival, the Keja zone emerged as the overall winner with 10 gold, 8 silver, and 6 bronze. Mushin zone came second with 7 gold, 7 silver, and 9 bronze, while Oshodi zone emerged third position with 3 gold, 5 silver, and 5 bronze. In Lagos, Joy Ken Abakuya, NTA News.
Meanwhile, investors in the Nigerian solid mineral sector will no longer travel million miles to access information in the industry, but can get the needed data at their fingertips. This is the reality as the Ministry of Solid Minerals Development launches the Nigerian Mineral Resource Decision Support System software in Abuja. Mie Ogiji reports.
Nigerian
Minerals Resource Decision Support System software unveiled. A marketing strategy in the ease of doing business in Nigeria. The chief driver of the ministry, Dele Alaki, optimistic The software softens the process for data acquisition.
With a click of a button, you can access all the information that you require to make an informed decision or informed investment judgment in the sector. I am convinced that the solid mineral sector will not just be an alternative to the oil and gas sector, but the solid mineral sector will be a really big deal because that's what's coming up.
Dr. Dele Aleke is one of the best ministers we could always pray for. So we invested more than $250 million so that we can be able to employ, we can be able to fix our GDP, we can be able to sort all our problems. In this country, we have everything.
The software helps users navigate the diverse geological terrain of the solid minerals industry in Nigeria. Mie Ogede, NT News.
However, Nigeria is seeking true partnership in counter-terrorism, not just aid Minister of Foreign Affairs. Yusuf Tuga made this clear in his address at the Woodrow Wilson International Center for Scholars in Washington, D.C., after the closing of the U.S.-Africa Business Summit in Texas, United States. Gaba Natalai has more details.
The evolving partnership between Nigeria and the United States in an ever-changing global arena. Foreign Affairs Minister Yusuf Tuga highlighted the long-standing relationship between Nigeria and the United States, which he described as significant and continues to grow stronger in the aspects of economic growth, security, technology, energy, food security, and multilateral reform. The minister also met with U.S. Deputy Secretary of State to further strengthen bilateral relations. Owing to complex global challenges, Yusuf Tuga in a statement says Nigeria remains committed to addressing the needs of Nigerians. Nigeria as a nation facing climate change, migration, violent extremism, growing polarization, and many more. The minister pointed out that Nigeria needs weapons, equipment, technical support, and capacity building to address these issues effectively. Yusuf Tuga stressed that insecurity in Nigeria is closely linked to instability in the West African sub-region with severe impact on global stability. Consequently, the minister urged the United States and other nations to deem it necessary to adopt a proactive approach to tackling these problems of insecurity, thereby laying a foundation for sustainable future. He called for a collaborative effort to promote the communities, which the minister noted the two countries can chart a new path forward for peace, stability, and prosperity. In Abuja, Garba Muhammad Atala, NTA News.
Still on the stories that made headline during the week, the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, has commissioned the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC 97.3 FM station. The minister promised to encourage other relevant public sector agencies to do the same and contribute to the task of informing, enlightening, and sensitizing the public. Saliu Guanara reports.
Prevention, they say, is better than cure, rather than using the eagle eye in search of economic and financial criminals. 97.3 FM station is hitting the Nigerian airwaves as a step to boost sensitization.
With regard to EFCC, owning a radio station is not just a status symbol, but an important organ of mobilization against graft. Communication efforts are stronger weapons for breaking half-truths, lies, propaganda, insinuations, and other distortions of the works that we do.
And the Financial Crimes Commission to be deliberate and strategic about shaping the narratives around the against corruption in our country. Rest assured that the Ministry of Information and National Orientation will do everything within its power to support you achieve your goals and objectives. We will also, working through the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, ensure that we encourage other relevant sector agencies to do likewise.
Stakeholders described the gesture as timely with the capacity to boost the Commission's communication agenda. In Abuja, Saliu Gwanara, NTA.
The importance of internet, information and communication technologies to human endeavors in recent time cannot be overrated, not only because it bridges the digital divide across the globe, but for its speed and accessibility. In the special report, ICT correspondent Olajide Bello examines the progress and challenges facing telecom sector in Nigeria as the world marks Telecommunication and Information Society Day with the theme Digital Innovation for Sustainable Development. The report.
Skyscrapers stretched towards the heavens, and the hum of life echoed through the streets. World Telecommunications Day dawned with a promise of connectivity. It was a day not just to celebrate the wonders of technology, but to reflect on the profound impact it had on societies worldwide. In a small apartment nestled amidst the urban sprawl, I sat by my iPod, my fingers caressing the screen, to reach out to a colleague to get some vital information. With a few clicks, I initiated a video call, and soon Dennis Adegule's face illuminated the screen. This was a litmus test to check on the progress made so far, and this was my experience.
I'm actually working on this special report on World Telecommunications Day. And as a broadcaster, how has the telecoms enhanced your performance on the line of duty?
Absolutely, Judea. I remember just a few years ago, the equipment that we had still get out. I was quite ago, and there's no comparison. Definitely now, our work has been completely transformed and in a way that our output is more efficient or more effective.
Not too satisfied, I decided to approach Saliu Aminu, whose business is powered by the telecom sector.
Tap it down to withdraw 5,000.
On the other hand, Deborah Agbola, a broadcaster with the Nigerian Television Authority News 24, sitting in the comfort of her workstation, peered into her smartphone, marveling at the power it held. With a simple swipe, she sent a message to her son in another country, bridging continental divide, and in a twinkle of an eye, she breathed a sigh of relief, knowing her son is hale and hearty. But amidst the celebrations, there were reminders of the challenges that lay ahead as the digital divide still loomed large, with millions around the world lacking access to reliable internet connectivity.
The disappointment that this business has normally have network problem, because once you do draw to somebody or your customer, if you went decline and debited him.
Calls for greater investment in infrastructure and policies to ensure universal access echoes.
They have improved our technology and they've assisted in the very vital sector, which is telecommunications. They've assisted people in communicating, bringing people closer from different parts of the world, and in terms of supporting businesses, they've made businesses to thrive in a better way.
Seriously, it helped a lot, not only my family, because it's from this business I'm sponsoring my younger brother going to school.
As the sun sets on World Telecommunications Day, Olajide, Dennis, Deborah, and countless others around the world reflect on the journey that had brought them to this moment. They were united, not just by wires and signals, but by a shared vision of a more connected and inclusive world. Olajide Bello, NTA News.
And that concludes the Saturday News Review on NTA Lagos Channel 10 at 7. I am Uluwabukola Akonde. Thanks for joining us. Good evening to you.
Thank you.